Thanks! So we're here at San Diego Comic-Con 2014 with Square Enix Products. I'm Kelsey Britt, Merchandise Coordinator at Square Enix America, and I'm going to show you all the amazing Play Arts Kai and other prototypes and figurines that we have on display here at the show. Let's go! Here we have our Metal Gear Solid 5 of the Phantom Pain Snake. This is Punished Snake. So this is our event exclusive. And as you can see, he has kind of a bronze metallic finish. As with all of our event exclusives, especially the Metal Gear figures, this one sold out so quickly. Fans of Metal Gear really love our Play Arts Kai action figures. I know many enthusiastic collectors, and this is no exception. So a lot of people excited for the Phantom Pain and really excited to see this figure as well. And here we have Quiet. So she's also from Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain. As you can see, a really unique, eye-catching design for this assassin, who apparently is, she doesn't use her words, hence the name Quiet. The beautiful assassin, Quiet, from Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain. Really a lot of great details on this figure. You can see all of her utility belt and her sniper rifle and exchangeable head and hands. So here's Quiet. So even more amazing Metal Gear figures we have on display at the show. Here is Punished Snake as he appears in Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain. As you can see, he has a prosthetic arm, like a mechanoid arm here, and a really interesting design. So this was the basis for our Punished Snake event exclusive. This is the standard version of that character, Venom Snake. A lot of people are really looking forward to seeing this character in action and in action figure. Also from the Phantom Pain, we have Skullface. So he appears to be an antagonistic force in the game so far. Not a lot of details on who he is yet, but as you can see, really like interesting design, like really a great detail in the sculpting and the paint application on the face. You really get a sense of menace from this particular figure. And obviously he comes with weapons, and you know, we will learn more about this mysterious person as time goes on. And then also the Man on Fire. So this is another mysterious figure that is going to be appearing in Phantom Pain. Not much that we can say or share about this particular character at this point, but a really dynamic action figure. Obviously, Man on Fire is a pretty great description of what we're looking at here. So we've had a long-standing relationship with Kojima Studios and Konami, doing all of these great Metal Gear action figures. They're a really big hit with our fans, and no different this time around. We brought all of our best stuff to San Diego Comic-Con. So here we have from Titanfall. This is our Play Arts Kai of Atlas. It's kind of the standard Titan that you get at the very beginning of the game. So Atlas, he comes with a Titan pilot, a sort of an effect piece that rides on the shoulder here. The relationship between the Titan and the pilot is really a key portion of the game, so we wanted to make sure that we paid tribute to that in our figure. And there's a lot of great articulation in this. It's one of the first mechs we've done in a long time, so it's nice to see our sculptors returning to mech figures. The hatch opens and closes, and then there's also this middle portion of the camera. It actually pivots, kind of like in 180 degrees. So a lot of great details on this figurine. It comes with a railgun and other items and accessories to recreate scenes from Titanfall. And he's in grayscale here, but he's actually available for pre-order now for $199.99. So check him out on our web store. Also, a popular game called Halo 2. We really wanted to return to Halo and do another Master Chief figure, and it just happened to coincide with the Master Chief collection being announced. So here we have an up-res of our previous Halo 2 Master Chief figure, just like the game. He comes with this plasma sword, which is kind of translucent plastic, and exchangeable hands to hold everything. So really excited to show off this figure in color, and hopefully we'll be able to share more information on the pricing and release of this figure soon. So be on the lookout on our Twitter and Facebook for more information on Master Chief Halo 2 Anniversary Edition. And over here we have something really exciting we're showing off for the first time, is our Predator Play Arts Kai. So this is Predator from the original movie. We're really excited to show him off here. You can see sort of the paint application. He looks like he's sort of glistening, like he's almost wet, which is like a really kind of a key feature to the story of the movie. You know, he's in the jungle, he's in the river, and there's a lot of like creepy moments with his saliva dripping off of his mandibles. Obviously he comes with this human skull accessory, and then the mask is an exchangeable part. And the tendrils on his head, the sort of hair-like tendrils, they seem to be articulated with some wire. So a lot of range of posability here, and a lot of details on this figurine. You can see in the sculpt and in the paint, and we're really excited to show off this figure. I think that fans of the movie are going to just go crazy over this figure as soon as it comes out. So here is our Predator, Playa's Guy. And over here, something a little more unique, this is our variant Predator. So he's based on Japanese folklore. The Oni are these demons that are well known in Japanese folklore as carrying a big club, a big steel club, and being red and horned, or also blue, but red in this case. And so this is sort of like, the idea behind it is, what if Oni were based on a predator that landed in Japan, and all the folklore kind of came out of this one alien coming down to the desolate shores of an abandoned island in Japan. You can see all the bones and the details in the paint here, and the horns, and he definitely has an Oni-like look to him, but a very unique design to Predator that's all our own. This is an entirely Square Enix Playa's Kai unique variant on the Predator. So here from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, we have Cloud Strife, obviously the protagonist of the Final Fantasy VII saga. And so we have done some Advent Children figures in the past of some of the sort of more secondary characters like Yuffie Kisaragi and Rufus Shinra. So we wanted to make sure that we also got these main characters of Cloud and Tifa and the sort of the core team of Final Fantasy VII in here. So you can see this gray sculpt of Cloud. He has the Cloudy Wolf motif on his shoulder here. And he comes with a lot of exchangeable parts, so a lot of different costumes. And then he also has this cloth part of his design here that has a sort of a wire insert, and so it'll have some posability to it for really dynamic poses. And obviously it comes with all of his different weapons as seen in the film Advent Children. And like just all the weapons you could possibly dream of, he's going to come with. So really looking forward to getting this one closer to the final stages. And then next to him, of course, another main player in the Final Fantasy VII saga is Tifa Lockhart. So we have Tifa here. She's doing sort of her signature pose of pulling her glove. So that's a really cool nod to the original game, and then of course like the movie as well. So she's an even earlier prototype, it seems, than Cloud. Still working out all of the details, and there are a lot of details. She also comes with an exchangeable head with like flowing hair, because I know that there's this sort of a scene in the movie where she jumps, and it's a really dramatic moment for her, sort of almost flying. So here's Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. So here we are, showing off Red 13 again in his sort of like full color version. We have shown Red 13 before, but I think we wanted to hold him back until we were ready to do some of these other Final Fantasy VII Advent Children figures, kind of keep the whole team together, the original sort of core four from Final Fantasy VII. So here's Red. We have done a Red 13 figure before, but this is our Playa's Kai, sort of even more detailed, larger, and a lot of posability. His mouth is actually articulated, as are his legs, so a really cool feature of this figure. And next to Red, we also have, I mentioned the core four, we have Barrett here. So Barrett, as he appears in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, obviously really, really cool to finally have this guy in a figure form, and looking forward to sharing more information about him soon. But you can see all the details in the sculpting of this gray prototype, and I think it's going to be really impressive once it's in color as well, even more impressive. So it's a really big figure. He's obviously to scale with the other figures from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. You can see all the fine sculpting on the detail on his cloth, on his shirt, and so really looking forward to finding out more about when this figure is going to be available. Comes with exchangeable hands, of course. So here's Barrett from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. And last but certainly not least, from Final Fantasy XII, we have Fran.
So I know that this is a personal favorite of our director of merchandise. He didn't get a chance to make a Fran figure when 12 first came out, and just really wanted to revisit this particular character design, which he really liked. And so here's Fran from Final Fantasy 12. Obviously a lot of beautiful detail in the paint and the sculpt work on this figure. You can see the sort of sheer quality of the fabric, and she's holding her bow, of course. And the paint application on the fabric is really gorgeous. And then the sculpting on all of her armor, on her clothing, is just so finely detailed. You can tell a lot of love went into making this particular character. So obviously she's Viera, which means that she has rabbit ears. So really dynamic, sort of cool design on Fran from Final Fantasy 12. So from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, we have our Static Arts Mini. So we've done our DC variant Static Arts Mini, which was a sort of chibi-fied version of our unique design of DC Comics heroes. And here we're just kind of extending that idea out, doing a very creepy, cute statuette of Gollum from The Hobbit, and from all of the Lord of the Rings sort of epic movies. So Gollum, obviously a fan favorite character despite his creepiness, and we've really just taken that to the next level here in the Static Arts Mini of him. And here is our San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It is a color variant of our Batman from Batman Arkham Origins. Obviously this is a little more youthful looking Batman, someone who's just become a vigilante, and you can see the paint application is like a metallic finish. It's a little brighter and a more bluish in tint than our standard version of the Batman. You can kind of imagine him sitting atop a skyscraper in Gotham and the moonlight shining on his cape. And as you can see, this is already sold out. Another really popular item here, but there was a limited amount that was also available for pre-order online, which also sold out. So really popular exclusive this year is our Batman. And we were really excited to show him to everybody. He comes with Boomerang, his exchangeable hands, and of course he includes a display stand in this box. Batman from Arkham Origins. So here we have all of our kind of DC Comics and Warner Brothers related stuff. So we're going to show off some amazing new prototypes that we have on display at the show today. So first of all, we have from Arkham Origins, this is Robin, as he appears in that game. Obviously he comes with his bow staff, he has his cape behind him, and has like a soft, posable material, of course. He also comes with some accessories, including a ballistic shield that kind of comes out of his bow staff, as well as a Robin boomerang and exchangeable hands to hold all of his different weapons. And just wanted to show off this Batman Arkham Origins Robin that'll be available soon. And with Robin in the same lineup is Joker from Arkham Origins as well. A little bit thinner, a little bit more youthful looking and sly is our Joker from Arkham Origins. He comes with exchangeable head and hands, and of course a knife and pistol. A lot of posability in the jacket on this figure, and excited to share information on him soon. Also from the upcoming game Arkham Knight is Batman, of course. So here is Batman as he appears in Arkham Knight. Not a lot to share on this figure yet. Obviously he'll come with his signature boomerang, and you can see for yourself the beautiful sculpting on this prototype figure. And he comes with his grappling gun, of course, and exchangeable hands to hold everything. So no pricing or release date designated for this Arkham Knight figure yet, but just follow us on Twitter and we'll be sure to share that information as soon as it becomes available. So we've had a long line of DC Comics variant Play Arts Sky figures, and this is one of the first villains that we are doing is Joker, of course, from Batman. You can see these vibrant colors, almost like a poison dart frog, like venomous looking villain. So I can tell that our designer had a lot of fun designing the Joker. He's going to have a lot of posability, a lot of fine details and fine paint work on this particular prototype. And next to him is DC Comics variant Armored Batman. So obviously our DC Comics variant Batman was a really popular figure for us, and we wanted to return to that Batman well and get a little more creative, and what if Batman was like in a heavily armored suit? What if he was going into, you know, some like really dangerous situation? So we have our armored Batman here. He also has exchangeable hands, of course, and then his sort of heavily armored grappling gun, because when you have this much bulk, I'm sure you need a more sturdy grappling gun to pull you out of places. And next to him, we showed you the Joker earlier, and we'd be remiss if we didn't do Harley Quinn, his lady, his sidekick. And of course, I know the designer of this particular figure really loves Harley Quinn, and so you can tell that that love came through in the sculpt and in the paint. And she comes with her mallet, of course, her sort of signature weapon. Again, no pricing or release date determined for these guys yet, but if you follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, we'll be definitely sharing that information as soon as it becomes available. And behind her, we have our first villain to the lineup that's going to be purchasable is Darkseid, and he is actually going to be $99.99, and he's available for pre-order. I think he's available for pre-order right now, actually. And then he also comes with some exchangeable accessories, including he has an exchangeable head with the Omega Beam effect coming out of his eyes. So that's a really cool accessory, especially if you're a fan of Darkseid. And if you got our DC Comics variant Superman, you definitely should consider getting this Darkseid as well, and kind of pit those figures against each other and see who wins. And also next to him is the very impressive Hawkman figure. So Darkseid was $99.99, but as you can see, there's a lot of bulk to Hawkman and his wings, so the pricing on him is actually going to be like $120, and he too is available for pre-order now or soon. And of course he comes with all of his accessories, all of his weapons. These wings are articulated and posable, and so I think you guys maybe can't tell the scale just from this video, but it's a really big figure, around 11 inches tall, and then the breadth of the wings, the wingspan is pretty impressive. So $120 for this is pretty good price, I'd say. A lot of posability as well. So that's all we have on this case. Let's move on to the next one. One of our most famous designers, character designers, video game creators, Tetsuya Nomura, obviously really well known for Final Fantasy, for Kingdom Hearts. He's actually done the design for this particular figure. You can see here a lot of gorgeous detail. The mask is actually in the shape of the bat logo. You can see the red part there. And then also these sort of gargoyle-like wings extending out are all articulated. This is our Batman variant as designed by Tetsuya Nomura. Okay, so finally, last but certainly not least, we have some really exciting prototypes we want to show off here. This is our timeless series of DC Comics variants, sort of a Batman line of variants. And it's really, really exciting for us because actually one of our staff in the US office proposed this idea, and now we're seeing it become a reality. And the idea is sort of, what if there was always a Batman passing down the mantle through different generations and different time periods. So here we have a timeless Batman from the Wild West. He's sort of a cowboy Batman, and he's obviously a full-color prototype, so he's probably the closest to being on the market. But no release date or pricing has been revealed for these guys yet. He obviously has like the bat horns on his wing and on his hat, which is really an innovative way to include that. And then here we have a steampunk Batman. Obviously steampunk is not a real historical period, so we got creative with the different kinds of Batman we were going to create here. But steampunk is sort of like an alternate reality future idea of like, what if steam powered energy had become sort of the standard. And so here we have Batman in his steampunk suit, sort of imagined by our team. So a lot of cogs, a lot of cool design sort of flourishes here on this particular steampunk Batman. Really exciting to see a steam-powered grappling hook. So again, no release date or any pricing for these guys yet, but follow us on Twitter. We'll tell you as soon as we know. And then over here, this is actually the Spartan timeless variant Batman, and this one is really cool because if you look at him from the front, it's definitely the Batman silhouette on his helmet. But then if you sort of turn to either side, you can tell that it looks more like sort of a gladiator helmet or a sort of centurion helmet. So here, all the details on sort of his gladiator type belt. He even has sandals. Seeing Batman in sandals is really exciting. And so yeah, I really particularly like this one as well. And he kind of has that Bat logo emblem on his shield as well. And you guys can see here what I'm talking about when I say if you turn to either side. It looks just sort of like a normal gladiator helmet. So really amazing work by our design team on turning these concepts into a reality. And then probably my favorite by far is this one, the Bushido, sort of a samurai Batman. So especially given that Batman has trained in Japan in martial arts and is definitely no stranger to that culture, the idea of there being a samurai Batman is really not that far off. And seeing all the beautiful design work on this suit of armor, particularly here you can see in the cape, the sort of swirling, almost like hokusai quality to it, and all the accessories as well. Just a really gorgeous figure. I can't wait to see it in color and what it's going to look like there. He has 2 katanas, so that's really impressive. So that's all for our timeless line. That's all we brought to Comic-Con. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining us on this little tour of our booth, and we'll see you next year.